Yeah, clap. Now do your thing. Whoa!
What's up, Sports Show?
It's all right because I'm saved by the bell. I'm still on that. That's how we
It's a
ended.
good show. It was a great show. It was before its time, really.
Who's your favorite character?
You know, I think
Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski. Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Take it away from him. Under 4 left. The barn is alive again. 52-51.
Millionaires, Sports Show. Got me in my hormones. All gas, no brakes. Score 4-0. If you think you own this place, you get foreclosed. I've been in my head, but it's not about a
Zach guy or AC Slater?
Great. No, I was a Slater guy. Zach was the good-looking guy. I get it and all that, but I was more of a Slater guy for sure.
I was a Zach Morris guy for sure. However, I did do wrestling in high school.
Hey, Preppy.
Yeah. I did wrestling in junior high and high school. So I liked elements of Slater.
Sure.
But he was a little much for me.
You know who was much is Screech. That dude was much.
Dude, that dude was much after his career.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, didn't he stab someone and he was high on crystal meth?
You know, he did. He did a variety of things. He's passed now, unfortunately, so I don't want to say too many things.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a great year, good years as a what do they call it, child star. But then kind of fell off the rails a little bit.
A little bit off the rails.
Yeah,
a little bit off the rails.
You know, speaking of getting off the rails,
it's
that time of the year, that time of the week. It's Sports Show 243.
Oh! Remember, Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Sports Show TV. Thank you to the new subscriber, Chris T. I know it was you.
Was it him?
It was him.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
What's happening?
Happening?
You. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got this thing on log at Sports Show Podcast.
2 S's.
2 S's.
Yeah.
I seen the Georgie P.
You saw him.
I was at hockey the other day.
And?
He's on cloud 9.
Because of the pump.
He's like, I'm the gem. He was saying he was grandstanding to his wife and his own kids. He
That's
goes,
nice.
You know I'm the gem, right?
He's the gem.
I'm the gem. They call me the gem.
It's a good nickname, actually. It's a great nickname for him.
Pretty good.
That's
Pretty
not bad.
good.
There we go. That's a little better. Nice.
Did you see what I just did
I
there?
saw what you did. You just
because I heard the echo.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? I looked at the levels. The levels aren't the same. Now I feel like
you're there. Now you're there.
I'd almost say restart, but I'm not going to do it.
No,
But
no,
anyways,
you
he
don't
loves it. He was like, he told his kids, he's like, have you
What
ever
about
been
the Jimmy
called
V?
gem?
Did the Jimmy V hear his punch?
The Jimmy V didn't say anything.
You think he didn't hear it?
No. But the
Maybe
Greg U.
The Greg U.
He's got some.
Greg U's big.
Big.
Yeah. He's cracking backs all over the city.
He might be my favorite joker.
Yeah. I heard. He's my favorite joker, I'll tell you right now. He's easily my favorite. Forget the rest of those losers. He's the number
just
one.
Just follow the damn Instagram channel, the YouTube channel. Do all of it. What does it hurt you? Okay? Come on. Come on.
All right, let's get started here. Yeah. There's a few things that, we like to open up with a little banter. Something that happened during the week. It doesn't have to be sports all the time, but it's sports related.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah,
sorry to stop you. Is that I actually have zero idea what's on today's show.
Yeah,
it's one of those shows.
We got carried away today talking prior to the game.
Yesterday we talked about the agenda, and it started as, Dimitri, I'm 94% done.
That's right.
And that was all I know. What are we doing today? You just go.
No, it's the normal.
Sorry.
It's the normal.
Okay,
but let me let's set
this
it all
is great.
up. All right.
Okay.
So first things first. I don't know. Like, are you superstitious? Do you believe like in ghosts and curses and stuff like that?
It's fading away as time goes on for me. I'll be honest with you, but I mean, I'd lie if I said that I don't. It's got a little control of my life.
See, I think it's actually real, and this is why. And it's only because of this family. The Kardashian curse is back.
Right.
So Kim Kardashian breaks up with that Pete Davidson guy, who, by the way, hey, Pete, dude.
The pound for pound.
Pound for pound, the greatest of all time. She's apparently, quote unquote, now dating Chris Paul. Okay? Phoenix Suns Chris Paul.
Well, there goes that team.
Since they've started dating, 6-18. So you got that. You got the Lamar. You have Devin Booker, who's also dating a Kardashian on the same. So 2 sisters dating 2 guys on the same team. This can't be good, man.
Who are they playing for? You know
well,
what I mean?
Is what I,
like,
good
are they really Milwaukee Bucks fans? Or are they Golden State fans? And
that's a good point.
They're just like, listen, we need you to go on the attack.
Well, I'm pretty sure if a LeBron or a Steph Curry if they, had a breakup or anything, they'd be the first ones in line. 100%. Chris,
100%.
It's not working out, Chris. I gotta go. I gotta go right away.
Yeah, I got it.
100%.
And here's the thing with the Kardashians: people could say whatever they want. Oh, I hate them. They annoy me. They're stupid. They're okay, sure. Everyone would take. Yeah. Sorry, you want to date me? You want to be? Yeah. Yes, I will. I will leave. I'll leave my wife. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye, Mom. I gotta go.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Like, who's
real
saying
quick.
no?
But this is the thing. No one is. You're right. But here's the thing. Okay, it was very highly publicized. She was married to Kanye for how long? Whatever. They break up. She starts dating Pete Davidson. There's that fight. She breaks up with Pete and then is dating Chris. I didn't know she was dating until I saw this stat come on. I'm like, that's 24 games in.
Right.
So what I'm getting at is like, boom, boom, boom. Like, if I'm Chris Paul, you can't be serious and say like this is for long term. This is like, she likes to, she likes to date. She's a serial dater. I can't take her serious.
In Chris Paul's defense, at this stage of his career, this is a big win.
You think?
Come on.
What?
Come on, it's a big win for him.
Listen, don't get me wrong. He's a good-looking guy as it is. He's fine. He's an NBA guy.
He's about to retire.
Yeah, but what? Like with Kim, 4 kids, and a Kanye yelling at you every time, man, forget about it. I don't want that either. We don't need that kind of action.
Fair point.
All right. From there, let's go over to the big thing. I saw this today. So Messi and Ronaldo played each other first time since the trade, let's say, since World Cup and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
There's a fan out there that paid $2.4 million to watch them play the other day. How far would you go to watch, let's say, a Gretzky and a Lemieux play with each other one last time? Would you actually pay $2.4 million to watch them play money?
No.
That's a lot of money, man.
No, like you don't even need to pay that much money.
No.
Like I'm pretty sure there was like $400 tickets there.
That's what I'm saying. But
like talk about the overcommitment.
Yeah.
You see what he's on StubHub? Listen, baby, I can't lose these tickets.
I can't get it.
We got to go 2.4 mil. We got to go high. I have to outbid them.
This guy.
Yeah, you can have a Fabergé egg or tickets to a friendly.
I don't know, man. This _ John Black has got tickets for 2.4. I got to take this.
That's like
I got to take this.
That's like paying $10,000 to get a seat at a peep show. You're walking away with nothing. It doesn't count.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
It doesn't count.
You probably could have streamed this game.
Hi, can I cash in these for $1 bills, please? Come on.
Now, if he was in his suite doing this, that would have been cool.
Different
game.
Different game. Listen,
I'm just saying, don't you think like when you see something like this?
If you're getting the $250 steak dinner special at Treasures, different game.
Different game.
Okay?
Right.
Spearmint Rhino. It's a different game.
Last one. Shakira and her ex-husband, was it PK? They broke up, okay? Yeah. They broke up because of allegations of cheating.
Well, right? I heard that relationship was taxing on Shakira.
No, I see what he's saying. Well, here's how she found out. So she gets home one day. She goes over to the fridge, and I guess she has she has a little fetish for strawberry jam.
Oh.
And she knows PK doesn't eat the strawberry jam, but there's a little bite of strawberry jam out of her jar. That's how she found out that he was cheating on her. What? Somebody got into her jam.
Wow.
Yeah. So, guys, listen, if your wife has some sort of thing, I'm not condoning this kind of behavior. Just saying, keep the jams and the cookies, whatever your wife's into and you're not, keep them away. And don't do it at your house. That's the other thing.
Listen.
Probably a bigger one. Don't do it at your own house.
Wives are resourceful. They're resourceful.
Of course. And
they'll catch you. This is why I don't understand why detectives just don't hire wives.
Detectives don't hire. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Come on. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry, I like forensics. They're like, look, I found this strand of hair coiled in the dryer.
Yeah.
That's not your color. Or, hey, I found a sparkle.
100%. You're talking.
Oh, no, it was from Christmas. No, we didn't use that during Christmas, honey.
And then get them to just interrogate them. Just, hey, so where were you last night? You're like, who are you? You're like, oh, so you're not going to answer my question? You're like, who the hell are you? What's going on?
It's the greatest tactic because they make you just confess. Because they'd be like, where were you last night? I was with Mitch. And then she'd be like,
that's weird because Mitch says he wasn't with you.
But anyways, you know what? I'm just going to go grab a coffee. I'll be right back. And then you're stewing. You're like, listen, I'll tell you everything. I'm sorry. We were at Treasures. It's a different game. Okay, it's a different game. That's it.
So funny. Yeah, no, I saw a couple of these stories this week. I wanted to bring it up to you real quick. All right,
The jam.
we're off to the NHL dump and chase. Listen, not a whole lot of stuff happened in the NHL this week, but enough for us to have a little bit of a discussion because I'm a little curious on a couple of things. So, real quick, the NHL All-Star Game is scheduled for February the 3rd. They got all the teams set up, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to go through all the players. One guy that caught my eye that's on there is Skinner, goalie for the Edmonton Oilers, made it. Yeah, like, hey, Pacific Division.
Voted in.
Obviously, we are doing something very wrong on this side. Look, respect to the guy. He's obviously doing something to get noticed, get voted on. But Edmonton, just a little FYI, this is the guy that you guys are counting on now. Not the McDavid. He's already proven he can do. Not the Draisaitl, who was the last entry in, weirdly enough. I'm not sure why, again. But it's the Skinner. So 3 Oilers on the Pacific team. So maybe I was wrong about how great the Oilers are. Or was I?
Oh, come on, man. I hate this All-Star. That's the one thing, the NHL All-Star Game and the setup here. I hate it. Enough with the fan voting. Why do the fans need to vote? In my opinion, the fan voting should only be for a tiebreaker to see like, oh, you know what? We didn't know who we were going to let in. It looks like, yeah, okay, well, maybe we'll take a little bit of this as part of our decision-making. But now it's kind of a joke. Like Skinner, he's not an all-star. How can you be an all-star goalie if you're not starting every time, let alone winning?
Yes.
Winning.
Thank you. Now, great. You didn't even know it. You segued into what I want to talk about. You just did it.
Well, 420, 5 episodes?
Something like that, basically. Even the ones you can't see.
And we're still broke.
Exactly. Hey, send some money.
Subscribe to The Pocket.
Please. Look at us.
I've had to grow a beard now.
Look at this shirt.
I can't afford a razor.
You think this is nice? This isn't nice. It's all I could find.
That's my shirt.
This is my dad's shirt.
The guys in the other studio are laughing at us.
Laughing.
They're
having a great time.
With their shirts.
So, speaking of goalies, okay, so this week I said to myself, what are we going to talk about? So I was listening to the Calgary Sports radio station. By the way, do yourselves a favor. They're right here.
Subscribe.
They're right here.
Subscribe.
They're right here. You guys are okay. But this, like, we can help. I'm telling you we can help. But I digress. Okay. The big conversation is this, Dimitri. It's the Markstrom and the Vladar, okay? Bottom line, you got 2 goalies, and the question that was out, they literally went on the street and were asking fans, Calgary Flame fans, obviously, why is it that the Calgary Flames seem to play better with this Vladar guy over the Markstrom guy? And it's kind of true. If you reflect at their schedules and their wins and all that, it does seem like Vladar is having a better season than the guy that we're paying more money to than Markstrom. Now, that's not so much the question. The question I want to go to is, this happens a lot. Why is it that in the NHL, we have all these rules? You get hit in the face with a puck, and within 5 minutes, you got to be back out on the ice to prove to the rest of the world that you're the toughest guy in the world. But when it comes to changing a goalie, it's like moving mountains. It's not called for. It's part of the rules. Markstrom's our guy. We got to go to the end of the world with this guy. Well, but why? The other guy just is playing better. So why don't you roll with him better? Or here's the other point. You got one starting goalie. That's awesome. Great. But there's 82 games in the season. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of wear and tear. If you're lucky enough to have 2 goalies that are pretty good, why don't you split it up? Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me, please, if I'm crazy.
Listen, there's yes and no. I think just in general, you're crazy.
Okay.
Fair enough. Just in general. So that's number 1.
Sure.
So I do believe in you got to have a starting goaltender. Let's start here. You got to have a starting goaltender. You got to have a number 1 guy.
To start the season, or just like you have to know, you have to say, this guy's our number 1.
Well, they have to emerge. Like, okay, the NFL is the greatest what have you done for me lately league.
Agreed.
Okay, and so what ends up happening is, hey, you're not performing, you're out. And everyone understands that. So I agree to maybe where you're going with it when you say, just because Markstrom's the number 1, why does he just have to be the number 1 if we're paying him? Cut him loose. We got a good guy
Not so much cut him loose. Just let the other guy
put him on the back burner for a bit. Okay, got it. And I agree with that.
Okay.
It's like if he is doing good, yes, I agree with that. I actually don't think that Markstrom's playing that terrible.
I don't either.
As what he's getting flack for.
Right.
And they have a good 1-2 punch.
Yes.
So in my opinion, I think that they should just ride that. And so, yes, I do agree with you. Ride Vladar until, it kind of warms up and then go back to Markstrom because we do relatively got him cheap. And at least we got this number one guy. Like, I understand there's also many business components to these types of situations. But, Mitch, I don't like how people just fall in love with a player and then, you have to ride him for the sake of riding him. But I will say this. If there's anything that the Philadelphia Eagles have taught us, is that if you got a 1-2 punch, if you got it,
right,
you don't need to make Vladar the Foles. Okay?
I agree.
They should have. Now, I mean, they got Jalen Hurts. They got lucky. They got lucky to have another quarterback. But just because Vladar is outperforming doesn't mean right away you got to rush and say, hey, we got to put this guy number one, cut Markstrom loose. No, you talk to him and say, look, are you content with being a really good number two guy? We'll give you minimum 30 games a year, and we might have a winning team until whatever the case is. I don't know. But I'm saying the Philadelphia Eagles had Carson Wentz, who got you there, and then Nick Foles, who won it for you.
Right.
And the whole team was great, and everyone won. Keep it like that here.
I agree and I disagree. Here's the thing. You said something, it's the business of the game. Is the business of the game not to win as many games as possible for your city, your town, wherever you're from? The point is this. I'm not saying get rid of Markstrom. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if I'm a coach of a team, okay, not even the Flames, any team. I don't care which team this is. Columbus. It just happens to be. Sure. I'm the coach at Columbus. First thing I do, John goes to the fourth line. That's just where he goes. That's where he goes. I can't help it. He's not a grind. He's grinding it out. I want him back there fighting for those pucks. Anyways, if I have two goalies that I can't seem to, because how many times have you seen this now on TSN or other sports? Oh, it's the 1A, 1B. They can't even differentiate them. So if you have a team that has two goalies that are just playing both really good when they're out there, then why don't you just split it more? Again, I go back to it. 82-game season, right? 82-game season. 41 games each guy. If you end up getting 20 or 30 wins from each guy, you're having a great season, man.
It's not bad.
It's not. And then here's the problem. You know what the problem is? Going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because it's traditional. Oh, you got to ride the 16 games with the one guy. Why? I know it's just one of these things. And think about this. Yesterday on the sports show that I was listening to for a second, they literally went to the streets and people are noticing it. They're avid fan, not even the most notorious Flames fan. It's not like South Carolina George was out there answering all their questions. It was just a normal fan. Why is it that everyone's noticing it? So why wouldn't you just roll with it? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. I guess I'm just saying there's so many weird traditions that hockey has. Yeah. Like I said, you take a puck to the face, you're expected to come back. But changing your goalie, there's some sort of unwritten rule that doesn't happen.
You said before that the business of the game should be winning a Stanley Cup.
That's right.
That should be the business of the game. You're 100% right. But sports has changed, and now everyone's got individual representation, and their incentives are different. And I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying that it's part of it because. Then you run into the other scenario where if a guy says, yeah, I want to play here. And I mean, let's call it what it is. Calgary happens to be a good Canadian city to not only play in, but to live in as well. We got a beautiful city. So if you look at the Toronto, the Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, probably top 4 lifestyle Canadian cities to want to live in.
I think for
Ottawa, Winnipeg, you gotta.
We're definitely a top for Canada. You're saying
for Canada,
yeah, okay,
you gotta pitch it.
Of course,
you gotta pitch it. So this is what I'm saying. If a guy's got a choice to go play in Boca,
right?
I love me my Boca.
You love the Boca,
but if a guy's got a choice to be like, wait a sec, so you're telling me I can go play in Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Beautiful. By a beach every day. Wife is saying, yeah, honey, not a bad spot for the kids.
Not bad at all.
For me and the kids either. Okay. Or. We got to go to Winnipeg.
Right.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
If I'm coming to Winnipeg, I'm playing 50 games. I don't care.
I hear you. You're right.
I'm not agreeing with it. That is part of the problem, though, Mitch. Now.
I agree. I'm not talking about a team like Winnipeg really only has a one goalie. So, Hellebuck is going to play 100 games. Let's call it what it is. That's fine because they don't have a second. But let's say Hellebuck had a Vladar. Let's say Vladar was on Winnipeg, okay?
Yeah.
I just don't understand why wear the guy out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying load management. I'm not saying it's just who's a little harder right now. Ride that guy. There's no sin in that. And then when he gets a little tired or he's not playing so well, bring the other guy. Oh, what's my backup? Hellebuck? Not bad.
Yeah.
Hey, who's the guy that's hot right now just by chance? What's wrong? That's all I'm trying to say.
You want to go with the running back system?
I kind of.
Yeah,
I just want to go.
I think people should.
I think they should too.
Listen, there's only a handful. I mean, I don't really know. Look, Allmark, Vasilevsky. I'm really struggling here for guys that are just constantly playing.
Logan Thompson. Yeah, man. This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of teams out there.
How many Vasilevskys do you get? And I mean, even look at that. Here's a great example. Ben Bishop, right? Ben Bishop was he was pretty good in Tampa Bay than, in Dallas. Split.
There's nothing better than having the best goalie in the league, but that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games for one guy for a regular season. Then throw in the playoffs and all the pressure. Woo! Forget about it.
Forget it.
That's all I'm saying. All right. From there, real quick, I want to talk about Bruce Boudreau down in Vancouver. Buddy, I kind of feel bad. I've already made this clear. Vancouver fan, you guys are literally the worst fans in the world. And not only that, your organization's starting to show me you guys are pretty crappy too.
They're not nice people.
They're not nice. So he knows he's going to get fired probably by Monday. But this has been going on for a week where his general manager came out and says, yeah, we've been talking to the guys. And it seems like that guy is Rick Tocchet. He's going to be the new head coach of Vancouver. Quote, oh, we don't know. Yeah, no, it's all out there. But like the way they're treating this Boudreau guy, I mean, a guy that's been a part of this hockey life for how many years? They're just treating him like crap. Do you like how they're dealing with it? Or is it because, hey, listen, Matt, you got paid the money. You're staying here until we want you, until Rick's ready. You're sitting here and you're going to just enjoy it.
Boudreau, to me, looks like an alcoholic that's working for IT. Okay? I'm not even joking. And it's like
he's a little red in the face.
He's a little red in the face. He's been with the company for like 30 years. He's upset with the young up and coming.
Yeah, he doesn't like
He's
it.
Like, there's kids these days, you know what it is? They don't want to put in those damn extra hours. Okay? It's not my fault. Like you could just see it. He's like alcoholic. Works for IT. Just can't get the fact that there's a new thing called a laser printer.
What's this 3D printer everyone talks about?
A 3D? No.
Back in my day, we had toothpicks. I built my son's volcano out of toothpicks.
That's right. And you just know that it's just destined for the worst end of all time. Well, you know what? If you fire me, you're going to, I want my severance. And, I want that back pay on the vacations I never took. I know it's 4%. Like, they are treating him terribly.
But they are. And it sounds like he kind of deserves it. But no.
Listen, Bruce, the honey sugar baby, the problem is
but he can't quit. He can't quit. Yeah.
You can't. Honey, don't ask me about work.
You think I like it down here in Florida? You think I like this?
Like, I swear his diet, like, all he's doing is, like, literally having, like, Alberta Genuine Draft, eating hot dogs, and just calling it a day and just getting, like, upset. He's a disgruntled Andy Reid. He's the other side of what Andy Reid would be.
That's a good way
if the Kansas City Chiefs turned on him.
Yeah.
Oh, you sons of bitches, I'm a Stanley Cup champion. Damn it. What's the matter with you people?
I just don't like the way it's kind of sad. You guys have two other assistant coaches. Let him go. You know who the other guy's going to be. You're going to hire. Just
actually, I don't think he won a Stanley Cup. It was Barry Trotz that won.
He didn't win the Stanley Cup.
He didn't win.
No.
What am I talking about?
No. He's won the Jack Adams though. He's won the Jack Adams. So he's good.
How is that guy skating coaching?
I don't know, man.
That's like PZ being the coach of the Jokers.
It's just the guys are out here. He's like skating all over there.
Hold on, hey, come on, pass the damn puck.
Don't you guys know how to play?
Come on, what's going on? Hey, I gotta get this thing sharpened. Damn it, Brock, set me up. We're running the horseshoe.
Oh, no. Oh, this can't be good. This can't be good.
He's out, Jerry. He's out.
All right, real quick. We'll talk about the power play and the shorthanded list. The power play list at number 5. They're on a heater. It's the Oilers. I got to give them their due. They're on a heater. They're at number 5.
Respect, yeah.
At number 4, this team went on a huge heater, then went on a really bad non-heater. It's the Devils. They're back on at number 4.
Yep.
The Dallas Stars leading the Central all of a sudden. They took over the Winnipeg Jets. It's getting cold in Winnipeg. getting cold. Dallas says, hey, we'll take advantage of that.
What'd I tell
We
you?
jumped them.
What'd I tell you?
At number 2, it's Boston.
Oh.
What? Hey, Boston. You think because you have 5 losses for the entire year, you think that impresses me? Nah. You know what impresses me? Seattle Kraken. Number 1
Wow.
in the Pacific. Yeah.
Wow.
Done. Finished. Kraken. You're looking good, Kraken. You're looking real good.
You gave him the number 1.
I gave them, you know what? They deserve it.
I get it.
What have I told you? It's all about what have you done for me lately. Next week, Boston will be number 1 again. And
I
we're
was
off to
wrong.
it.
I can say I was wrong. I don't think that team's fizzling out.
No,
I was wrong.
Hey,
Yep.
shorthanded list. Chicago, Anaheim, Islanders. Islanders made it on because you're so close and you just keep going up.
Yeah.
And you're like crypto. Like, you have a hot run and then you just fall right down again. I don't know what's up with you guys.
The New York crypto?
Yeah. Anaheim and, of course, Columbus. Hey, congratulations, John, on making the All-Star game. Congratulations from everyone here in Calgary. We'll see you on Monday. Next.
Wow.
We're off
To
to the NFL. Buddy, the NFL wildcard weekend was exactly that. Let's do a quick rundown and let's
Yes.
go through the matchups.
Love it.
Number 1 game I saw, Buffalo with Miami. Not in like, this is my favorite order. I'm just saying, Buffalo, Miami. I told you on this very podcast last week, a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on you, Buffalo, and you almost gave it up to Skylar Thompson and the boys. And it wasn't even Skylar. I'm going to tell you, Waddle and Tyreek dropped the ball at very key times in the game. And then it doesn't help that McDaniels doesn't know when it's 4th down or 1st down. He gets a little confused. Buffalo, you scraped away. You got lucky. But you're off to the next round. That doesn't matter. Dimitri, Cincinnati needed a defensive touchdown to beat the Lamar-less Ravens. What'd you think of that game?
I think that was a good game.
That was a good game,
That
yeah.
was a good, grindy, meaty game.
Yeah.
Good. So for whichever team was going to merge, and I think we both picked Cincy on that one.
Oh, yeah.
But for a team like Cincy, see, the problem is that Baltimore would have gone through in a year Lamar-less for the whole playoffs. You're not going anywhere. At least Cincy's a team that has a chance.
Yeah.
And actually, in my opinion, a very good chance. But to get a win like that, that's what you need to get. You need those. If you're going to win like that, that's a good thing at the beginning to make a run.
Right.
Grimy, the defense. But I also thought that Burrows played well.
You know what? He was fine. He was fine. There was no huge offensive output. But to your point, if you can win the grimy games, wait until they actually get going. So you're absolutely right.
And then you feel confident.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I got it. Especially their next matchup.
Exactly.
We'll get to that.
San Francisco, I told you on this very podcast. San Fran, watch out. Watch your britches. Seattle had you at halftime. Then you guys decided you wanted to play and you kicked the crap out of them. Fair enough.
Yeah.
San Francisco looks good. Looks good.
What did I tell you?
What did you say?
What is it?
Why don't you tell everybody what you said? By the way, we're 3 for 3. Just a little FYI.
No one listens to me. No one listens to me. I told you they're the best team in the NFL. If you put it all down, they're the best team in the NFL.
Done. But there's a team that we love probably more than watching Green Bay win, watching this team lose. Hey, Minnesota. How you doing? Last week, I gave you guys the benefit of the doubt, saying 11-4, good season. You guys at home, pretty tough. The whole, your stupid skull clap. You guys got worked by the Giants. This team couldn't figure out what shoes to wear for the last couple of years, and you let them come in and eat your lunch in Minnesota? How? You know what? Like, Daniel Jones might be, and I kid you not, you know who Daniel Jones is? He's that guy at the YMCA that you're watching, and he's like, hey, do you guys mind if I team up with you guys? And you're like, looking at him, you're like, well, sure, if you're going to wear the New Balance shoes against my Nikes, sure, well, come on in. And he's the most talented dude
he's a good
on the
man.
field. Not Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jones, if he keeps playing the way he is, watch out, everybody. This dude is hot, man.
Yeah, clearly the Giants saw something. I mean,
clearly.
Think about how many losing seasons, and you're like, Daniel Jones, you're like, oh my goodness, man. Like, really? Like, are they going to cut him loose? But he's always there. And it was just a matter of time, right? That wasn't a surprise for me.
No.
The Giants are, you see, the thing is that Minnesota doesn't have the grittiness
right
to them. They were winning games. They they're not a bad team,
No.
right? I think you and I both agreed that they would take the division this year.
Yes.
We knew that they were the best team in the division. They are a good team, but they don't have that, they got punched in the nose and they're not letting it bleed to finish the play. They're running on the sideline and be like, hey, can we wrap this up? And you can't get cute.
No.
You can't get cute.
Just Minnesota, just depressing. Like, I kind of feel bad for you. And I see why your fans literally love but hate you all at the same time.
It's an identity crisis. I still think, I get it, Kirk Cousins can throw the ball, but at the same time, it's like they throw the ball too much. You got Dalvin Cook, you guys.
Are you in my brain? I was just going to say, why aren't you guys running this guy more?
What are you doing?
Why?
Like, why are you forcing, always being a throwing team? Like, I get he's a throwing quarterback, but you have Dalvin Cook. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man. I agree.
And how did you get beat?
Yeah.
How did you get beat?
How did you get beat? Exactly, man. Agreed. From there, we go to Tampa Bay. This very podcast, I said, it was my 5-star pick of the week. I was wrong. I was very wrong. Tampa Bay, you've disgusted me in so many ways. I don't know what else to say. Congratulations to Dallas. Dak and the boys looked great. Side note, did you blow the load too early? Dimitri?
Well, as the money-making matchup of the week, did I tell you to take the spread? Yes. Did I tell you to up the spread? Yes.
You did.
Did I tell you that they would win? Yes.
Sure
did I tell you that they would win in great fashion? Yes.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because San Fran is the best team in the NFL. But the Dallas Cowboys have that. They have that it. They have that little, I can't explain it. It's they're the black hole of the team. I know it exists. I see what's going on, but I'm not quite getting how it works.
Right.
Whatever it is, best win for them to have against the best type of player, against the best type of team, big confidence booster. They're going to have a real tough time in San Francisco, but a game they can definitely win.
100%.
They look really, really good.
Don't give them the notes yet.
Hold on, yeah.
Don't give them the notes.
Okay. But they look good. They looked really good.
I'll say this. CD Lamb, I'm going to give you some respect. I haven't really given you a lot of love all year. Your kicker was horrible that game, and that was like, you kind of saw it in the cards going, here it is. The kicker's going to somehow end up, and then McCarthy on that 4th down at the very end of the game going, we're not kicking any field goals, we're going for it, wins the game. If McCarthy's hitting on the cylinders, and CD Lamb and Dak is doing their thing, and that defense, man, is exactly what they need to be doing. Watch out.
And Mitch, we talked about this. This is what pisses me off. Thank you, McCarthy. Like, why is it, if the game is 0-0, we said this on the phone the other day. If the game is 0-0, you're playing to win. It means I'm not beating you, you're not beating me. So you're playing a brand to jump and get ahead, at the same time making sure that you don't score.
Right.
Why do people get way too defensive when they got the lead? Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't care if you're up 2 scores, 3 scores, 4 scores. If you're playing to outscore the person at an even playing field, keep that philosophy. They clearly can't score on you anyways, so why give them that opportunity? Which leads us...
Yes. Did you do this on purpose? Did you segue on purpose?
No, but it just kind of worked its way out.
Did,
but
absolutely.
It leads us to the next game.
To the Jags.
I'll set it up.
Sure.
Because I got a problem. Yeah, I almost went 6 for 6. But why didn't I? Why? I'll tell you why. Because you, LA, I don't even think you deserve LA. I think you should be called San Diego again. That's what I think.
That's right.
You don't deserve any of it.
Or Santa Clara.
How the hell did you guys let a team that threw 4 interceptions in the first half, 3 in the first quarter, basic shutout, how did you let the Jacksonville Jaguars come back from here? And Mitch pointed out 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, Herbert, he's Mr. Monday night prime time. We got to show Herbert. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. And I don't want to hear anyone saying, well, the Jags are a good team. The Jags are this, the Jags are that. They're slippery.
Yeah.
They're grimy.
Sure.
But I refuse to give them any credit that the Jags are down by 27 points to any team.
Any other team. Any other team. Yeah.
And are that resilient to come back. These guys, I'm sorry, you blew it. You blew it.
Brandon Staley might have somehow made the worst blunder I've ever seen. I know there's a lot of examples. You can go to Buffalo against the Houston Oilers.
Come on.
You can do all that. But guys, The reason this one makes me so mad, to Dimitri's point, up 27-0. So, by the way, I'm going to give you that half point, meaning you went 5.5 out of 6. All right, because that 27-0 at halftime, that's not your fault, buddy.
That's not my fault.
That's not your fault, buddy. That's it. So, what I'm saying is this: Brandon Staley has Austin Eckler, who was the #1 running back in fantasy this year, and one of the best running backs in the entire league. If Brandon Staley just runs the ball. Do you know how many times, Dimitri, here's a trick question for you. Do you know how many times they ran the ball in the second half?
No, I don't actually.
7 times.
7, okay.
7 times, you moron. You ran the ball in the second half. If you ran it every play, the clock goes. The clock goes. Let's say you get a couple of first downs. Mathematically, there was no way of Jacksonville coming back. There was no way of them coming back, even when they got the ball back and scored, which they did each time. But you gave them too much clock, you moron. Brandon Staley should be fired. I'll be quite honest. Because of how bad this was. It's already come out that the management's going, no, he's fine, whatever. But this also takes me to the next thing. My little rant here is the young generation of coaches. You know, you got the LaFleur, who are in Green Bay, we love you. But you know what? You're starting to show that you don't have the team behind you, man. Brandon Staley, this debacle was horrible. Sean McVay, Super Bowl last year, this year nowhere to be found. Minnesota coach, same thing. You guys might be the hot thing. Kingsbury, who gets fired by Arizona. All you guys are the same guy. And you guys all had a bad year. You know why? Because people have figured you guys out. You're not true NFL coaches. Yeah, hot take. I'm saying it straight up.
Wow.
You guys don't understand how this game is played. It doesn't have to be the air raid that you guys think it is every time. It makes no sense at all how they lose 27. Did I lose money on the game? Sure, I lost a lot of money on that game. That's not why I'm mad. I'm mad because that is just stupid football. I'm done. I'm done.
From the defensive side, they went from turning the ball over 4 times.
Yes.
Okay. Now, granted, you know, I think, you know, for sure one of them, dare I say 2, but one of them definitely was Lawrence's fault. Okay. But the other 3, let's call it what it is. Forced. Great defense. You went from the first half to the second half, leaving people wide open. Leaving people wide open. It was incredible to me. And that guy had man-to-man all day long, and the guys were giving up. I don't know why they changed. You know what, Mitch? I think you're right, and it's like this. You got the young up-and-comer in any business. Let's take Greek restaurants.
Sure.
Something we know a thing or two about.
Bring up the Greek restaurant.
Okay,
thing. Do it. Bring it up.
It's like this. It's like, imagine imagine your brother Nick, okay, is coming up saying, Mom, Dad, I'm taking over Bonacera, home of the 10-cent chicken wing Wednesdays and Saturdays.
New
allegedly.
place opening soon. Stay tuned.
What?
Hey, whoa, break up. The news will break later.
So I'm a little excited, Mitch. I'm a little excited.
I thought you heard.
No, I didn't hear.
You didn't hear.
We'll talk about it after. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'd be like Nick saying, listen, I'm ready to take over. And then you know what? We got this marketing guy and this social media, and we got all these new ideas. But you forgot that you got to put in the 16-hour work days to get it done so that the computers work, so that the social media. At the end of the day, Mitch uses pizza analogies. It doesn't matter what kind of technology or ideas you have. That thing's got to be in the oven 20 minutes or whatever. What is it?
Yeah, 17.
17. Right? See, you can't teach that skill. You can't teach that. The pizza still
20
has to be in for 17 minutes, okay? At 550, whatever it is these ovens are doing these
20,
days.
Depending on this.
See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not in the pizza game anymore. But that's my point. You're right with these young coaches, Mitch. They just don't have that experience.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't. And they can learn it, but look, man, there's some gimmies. That was a gimme. You don't get 3 interceptions in the first quarter. No one gets that. You're up 27-0 at halftime in the wild card game. This isn't rocket science. Run the ball.
Yeah.
Play a little aggressive. You've seen this game. Look,
he got the free spins right off the hop.
Yeah.
And then spent all the money.
That's exactly great. Even better analogy.
There we go.
Exactly. You spent the money.
You spent the money. You spent it.
All right. Here are the matchups.
You went to Treasures.
You went to Treasures again. You knew
It's a different game. Okay,
it's a different game.
It's not a peep show.
Here we go. It's the Saturday-Sunday playoff matchups. Here we go. It's the #1 Kansas City Chiefs playing today at 2:00 Calgary Mountain Standard Time, against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's in, obviously, Kansas City. The line sits at -9. The over-under, 52.5, just in case you want to care.
Yeah, Kansas City all day long. They're going to embarrass them.
I think Kansas City will absolutely crush them. It's in Kansas City. Jags. You know, I'll give the Jags a little. I think they got some confidence. I think they'll
have a hot start.
But I like Casey's too strong.
Too strong.
And
too
at home.
strong.
At 6 o'clock tonight, Saturday, it's the New York Giants against Philly. This line, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like a rat line, and I'll explain what that is in a minute. It's at 7.5 for Philly, 48 over/under.
Yeah, that's a gross line. That's a gross line. That's basically it's Vegas doesn't even know. They're just seeing where the money's going. But the reality is, I think, the Giants really proved themselves against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Good, gritty, hard team. And I think everyone's going to jump on the Giants train because, wow, look how they're playing and how they got into the playoffs. But not in this case. I got Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia handles them. I don't want to say easy, like it's going to be a blowout, but I think that they're going to manage the Giants quite well.
Yeah. You know what? 62% of the public money is on the Giants. Everybody likes the Giants. Everyone liked the Giants last week.
Yeah.
I think they had their best game of the season last week. I'm with my counterpart. And I don't like the hook. I don't like the 7.5. But, hey, I think Philly at home, and the Philly fan, I'm going to take Philly night game, Saturday night. Nothing better than a couple of brewskis yelling at the Giants. Ooh, I can't wait to watch that game actually now.
It's going to be tough.
Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, it's the Cincinnati Bengals at the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are favored by 5.5 at home. Over-unders 49. Dimitri, I think I said it last week. The kryptonite to Kansas City and to Buffalo is this Cincinnati team. I am going to take Cincinnati plus the 5.5 points. It almost seems a little easy. That's a lot of points to give Cincinnati. This is kind of I know it sounds weird, but I'm a weird guy when it comes to like things that happen. Like this was the game where that DeMar obviously Hamlin had the cardiac arrest. I'm gonna go Cincinnati plus the 5.5.
This is the best game. This is actually maybe 1 and 2, but this game I'm really looking forward to watching because it's still a coin flip game for me because they're just that evenly matched. And then, you can add the layer with DeMar Hamlin and follow me on this. Yes, for Buffalo, that's a big emotional game for them. But I also think for Cincy, it's a chip on their shoulder kind of game for them too. Mm-hmm. So that's the equalizer. I'm picking Buffalo.
You're taking the buff.
Now, that's my smart money because I said last week in my dream world, I got Cincy versus Dallas in the final.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why am I taking Buffalo? Only because I truly believe Buffalo is so inconsistent,
right,
that they had their bad game last week, even though they won.
Good point.
And I think that they're going to have their good game this week.
You like it this week?
I like me the Buffalo.
Do you like it that much?
I like it a lot.
And the last game, Sunday night. You're bored. I'm bored. But we're not going to be bored for long. Why? Because it's one of the dreamiest matchups of all sporting events. It's the Dallas Cowboys heading into San Francisco. San Fran final is approved by -4, over under 46.5. Ladies and gentlemen, Dimitri, who you got? Dallas, San Fran.
You don't think I know the Mitch by now? You don't think I know when he's trying to pitch the ball? He's trying to lob the softball for me. Nothing.
Where'd it go?
And then the underhand toss. He just tries to pitch.
There you go.
Tries to pitch it slower to me. I know what you were doing.
One more time. Maybe you didn't see it.
I know what you were saying. I know what you were getting at. But when I put my money where my mouth is, I make sure that I do it right. He may have his 5-star pick of the week, but I'm putting my money on the 5 stars of the Dallas Cowboys as the money-making matchup. Again, ride this team. All the smart money's on San Francisco. Even if they do it or not, you pick Dallas to cover. You pick the over. You pick everything and anything under the sun. You pick the Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you. Yes, San Francisco is the best team in the NFL, in my opinion. Yes, Brock Purdy's the real deal, and he's going to go and perform. Yes to everything. But sometimes in sports, Are you going to tell me, you're going to tell Picasso here's the colors and here's the paintbrush and give him the mathematical formula? It doesn't exist. It's instinctual. It's habitual. It's beautiful. And it's the money-making matchup. Take the Cowboys.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. And it's the five-star pick of the week. It's Dallas. Bring it home, baby. That's how much I hate San Francisco. Let's go. Let's go, Dallas.
Screw you, Larry.
That was good.
That's 9:30 in the morning.
That's
9:30.
Let's go.
Wow.
It's off the rapid banter.
All right.
Start one, bench one, cut one. Joe Burrows, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh, you want to start me, the Mahomes. You want to bench the Burrows, the Allen, and you want to
cut the Burrows?
Cut the Burrows.
Wow.
Yep.
Hot take. Power slap is taking over the internet's sport or skill.
Both.
Buddy, sitting there and taking a full sfaliata, a full slap in the face. What a weird. Joe Namath says he's cool with Aaron Rodgers wearing number 12 if he heads over to the New York Jets. Thanks? Or, yeah, for sure, man.
Really, Joe? Really? Really?
I think he's still drunk from that Monday Night Football.
Really?
Thing.
Yeah. Thanks.
Ex-President Donald Trump has 2.8 handicap. Two-parter. Are you surprised it's only a 2.8? And which ex-president or current president would you like to play golf with?
I think Donald Trump for both.
Yeah, it's actually kind of. I heard he's a cheater though.
That's why I like him. That's why I like him.
If Buffalo and KC both win and meet in the AFC Championship, that game has to be played at the neutral site of Atlanta. Who's favored?
Buffalo.
15 years ago today, Breaking Bad premiered. Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones?
Oh, wow. Ugh, this is tough. Game of Thrones.
I knew it. You nerd. Yeah. You nerd. I knew it. You and your flying dragons. I knew it. I knew it. I wish I wrote it down. I knew it. Quick hit. Demolition or the Road Warriors?
Oh, well, you're hitting me with the power moves right here. I got to tell you, I love me the Demolition.
Demolition.
It was Demolition.
Yeah, Demolition. I'm with you there too.
Smash and crash.
Saudi Arabian club Ali Hilal offered Messi $430 million contract. Take it or not take it.
That's a halal of a lot of money.
That's the clip. Amy, cut that one.
Amy, cut that one.
That's the one right there. Quick hits. Steve Kerr, better player, 3 championships, or better coach, 4 championships?
Wow. Better coach.
Yeah, maybe. Last one. Reggie Bush is now being inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame, but they took his Heisman away and never gave it back. Does that make any sense?
Does Kim have it?
Segue from the top to the bottom. Look at that. Well done. Well done. Well done.
5-star.
5-star.
Pick of the week.
Here we go. It's off the Maga Malaga. I got 2 of them for you.
Okay.
So for the last couple of weeks, man, a lot of people, clients, friends of mine, whatever, they're having the January blues. So things that you can do to make yourself feel better in January.
Okay.
Or with Tom and Giselle now out as the power couple, who's the new power couple of the world?
Oh, I like that. Let's do that one.
All right.
That's fun.
Here we go.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's start with a nice, easy one over the plate. Okay. Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf. Maga.
Yeah. From longevity alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this one? Barack Obama and Michelle Obama.
Malaka. I can't. Yeah. I can't.
You don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get
Something's
it either.
Up. Something's up.
Something's up. You know, she said in her book review or something the other day, she's like, I hated him for many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Kind of funny how you liked him when he became president.
Not bad.
Good gig.
Good gig for you.
How about Prince Harry? Wait a minute. You know what? He's not a prince anymore. Harry and Meghan Markle.
Malak, I'm so
sad.
Oh.
But you know what? Can I say this? He can't call himself prince, right? You can't be prince if you're not a prince anymore. If you gave up the royalty status, because if that's the case, I want to be Prince Mitch then. If I could just throw out titles, I want that.
Yeah, that's not fair.
No.
Yeah, you can't have that anymore.
You can't.
I don't know.
You had it. You gave it away. You can't call yourself Prince Harry anymore.
I'm so sick of these two.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
come on. I mean, I've never seen, you know what? I've just never, ever seen, so blatant. Like, you're just milking the cow. And good for you. You're making money doing it. And,
Buddy,
and,
it's
come on.
apparently number one book sell, like huge, huge money.
That new book that he, whatever it is.
I can't remember what it's called.
Know.
But
Stupid.
Yeah.
How about that?
Hey, wow. Congrats, man. You rat out your brother and everyone else.
Yeah.
Wow. Wicked.
You sold out your brother.
Nice.
You're
nice.
so cool.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Wow. Real.
My brother pushed me down and I felt sad.
My knee hurts.
Oh.
Mommy.
God, he said I was being mean.
Here's one for you. Beyonce and Jay-Z.
MAGA. Yeah, they are. They're probably the power couple of power couple.
You know what? I got a couple more.
Really?
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. We might have to do a list of 64 on this one.
Power couples.
Power couples.
Our wives are like, why aren't we on the list?
Well, for obvious reasons. Me and Dimitri carrying you all the way to the end.
Would it kill you to subscribe?
Yeah, why don't you keep watching some more hair videos?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's really
nice.
that's really going to get us to the promised land.
I see your makeup videos. I don't see you putting on the makeup.
Wow! Cut Amy. Cut this one. George and Amal Clooney.
Malaka. Yeah, I don't know.
What have you done for me lately? You know what I mean?
Oh.
Here, okay, three more. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
MAGA, just from an entertainment
you know
standpoint.
what? If they're in the room, you have to watch.
Yeah, and listen.
And chances are, maybe.
Did you see Eddie Murphy, what he did?
Oh, beautiful.
There's three things to
beautiful.
success. What was it? Pay your taxes, show up on time, whatever, and keep my Will Smith's wife
Buddy,
out of your damn mouth.
Only he could have pulled that off.
The best.
The best.
Yeah.
God bless you, Eddie Murphy. God bless you. I love it. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. That's
maybe
MAGA.
that one. Maybe that one's the power.
It's up. It's
there.
It's there.
It's there.
I think we have a versus. I think we got our
so.
Buffalo Cincy.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Last one, biggest one, my opinion. It's Ed and Margaret Jablonski.
Easy, MAGA.
MAGA it is. That's it. There it is. Episode 243.
That's incredible. Episode 243. Remember, Spotify, Podbean, iTunes, Sports Show TV at Sports Show Podcast. All one word. Sports Show Podcast. Thank you to the Gem for pointing that out. Keep being a gem.
Yeah, be
What'd you just do? What did you just do?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyways, episode 243. It's one for the books. We got to shove it in the locker because we do got to hit the showers. We got the Greek show after
Got the
this.
Greek show. Yeah,
What are we gonna
there's not a lot to talk about.
What are we going to talk about?
Nothing. NFL. Actually, we're going to go through the NFL Greek-wise.
Yeah, we should.
You know what I mean?
We
Like,
should
yeah,
go. Yeah,
we
we
gotta
should
do
go
it.
back.
January Blues. Buy something expensive.
Yeah, you should do
yourself.
that. Yeah, you should do that. Yep.
The visa's already high. Who
Might as
cares?
well.
What the hell? How about a little self-love? Yeah.
Hold on, Mitch. What do we?
Self-love. You ever love yourself in the month?
No. Explain.
It can be anything you want. It can be anything you want.
Really?
Sure.
Oh.
What were you thinking?
You can go self-love yourself.
There it is. Have a great week, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Playoffs. 5-star. 5-star pick of the week.
Mostly you don't know me when it drop, then I'm mostly what they bopping. You can say what you got when it's Tuesday, I be locked in.
DJSW, we're Saved by the Bell by the Sports Show, playing every week. Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Sports Show TV, at Sports Show Podcast. Amy, do it. At Sports Show Podcast.